Wij waren in de laatste video weer teruggekomen in ons kantoor. Waar we hebben ontdekt dat... ontdekt. Louis heeft verbinding met de mensen op de lijst.
Ja.
En die heeft ons een tip gegeven. En de tip was...
En hij weet mogelijk meer.
Ja, en hij weet mogelijk meer. En de tip was, ga naar de Sweltering Nile. Nou, dit is, jullie zien het. Deze foto is genomen hier op het Iversplein. Ja, dat is ook van die dingetjes zo.
Ja.
Laten we even kijken hoe het eruit ziet. Chapter 2, hey! Nou, dames en heren, na 28 uur spelen.
We're heading toward the most exclusive brothel in Clawville. The separatists and those opposing the monarchy hated the place, just like they hated everything that supported interracial relations and peaceful coexistence of all species. So the place wasn't just a brothel, it was a symbol. But just like a brothel is not a worthy symbol, Clawville failed to turn out the way it was intended.
Zo.
Well, here we are. The kingdom of long legs, silky skin, and fluttering lashes. We've arrived.
Ik ben benieuwd wat we hier gaan aantreffen.
Calm down, Marty. Watch your blood pressure.
Oké. Het is een Foxy Lady. Ja, dat zie ik. Dat zie ik. Lemmer Lady, Bird, Fella, Pictures. Laten we even kijken. Oh, dit zijn bijzondere foto's.
Holy fur. You swallowed so hard, the whole place shook.
Are you kidding me? I've never seen anything like this before. Is this even legal?
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. Vice?
You really must be joking. Vice in Clawville?
Okay. I was pulling your leg. But still.
Die Marty heeft het zwaar hier binnen, hoor.
Hot in here.
Ja.
Now cool down, Marty. Don't even look over there. Remember Laura, your wonderful girlfriend, whom you love more than anything.
You don't need to tell me. All I'm thinking about is her.
With a hatchet in her hand.
More like my nuggets.
Nugget.
Nugget. Oké, nou, bijzondere pictures, dat hebben we wel gezien. Er ligt hier nog zo'n boek, Receptionist, kunnen we naar kijken. Hier is nog een individuele picture. Van wat? Oh. Dog Dame. Hier is nog een picture van een tijgervrouw.
Tijgervrouw, ja.
Nou, laten we gewoon met iedereen praten dan maar weer, hè.
Ja.
These brides are elegant. Just like Laszlo said.
Louis.
Laszlo.
What do you think about
Elke keer een andere naam.
fluffy tail?
Ik vind het wel een goede naam.
Furry ears?
Ja.
Raspy tongue?
Oh, for the love of all the gods, stop it.
But just think about it.
Please shut up, Marty.
Nou, en die Lemmer Lady.
She's what I call an exotic beauty.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey, every animal's the most beautiful thing in the world to someone.
Yeah, you're right.
Oof, I don't know about you, but I go weak in the knees for stripes.
Please, Marty, I don't want to know. I don't care. Keep it to yourself.
Ongemak
Let's get out of
ten
here
top.
quickly.
Can't I even talk to you anymore?
You can. Ask about the weather. Or how's my lower back? Those two are even connected if you want to know.
Yeah, old fart. Yeesh.
Bird
That
fella.
guy's stare gives me the creeps.
Bald Eagle.
I can see why.
I've always told myself that birds are weird.
What did you just say?
Huh? What? Me? Nothing?
Oké. Die Foxy Lady kunnen mee praten, de receptionist ook.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would you be so kind as to help me?
Wat heb je nodig?
With pleasure, ma'am.
The zipper always comes down on my dress. Would you kindly zip it back up?
Can I, Sonny?
Ja, Marty.
Sorry.
What am I, your mother? For God's sake.
Happy to help, ma'am.
Oh, what a gallant young man.
Clucking lords.
Mooi.
Oh, ik moet dat ook nog met de hand zo doen. Oh, dit is wel onhandig zo met die muis. Hup.
Lekker hoor.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Nou, wat een geweldige geanimeerde puzzel was dit,
En
zeg.
het levert niet eens een achievement op.
Ma'am.
Jammer dit.
Marty McChicken.
Maar ik zat in het rood ook een
Thank
keer.
you, darling Marty. I'm much obliged.
Anytime, ma'am.
Had je blij.
Anytime.
En nu? Kun je nog wat vragen?
May I invite you gentlemen for a drink, perhaps?
No, thank you. We're in a hurry.
Oh.
Nou, receptionist.
My name is Day-Night Diamond.
Day-Night
to the
Diamond.
Sweltering Nile, gentlemen.
Dat denk ik
Goeie
niet
naam.
dat haar naam is.
Dat denk ik ook
Sonny,
niet.
And this is my partner, Marty.
If I may, miss, you have a beautiful name and exceptional.
Ik denk dat zij in deze club wel een streepje voor heeft.
Marty, my friend.
Oh, thank you very much.
Please excuse him. He doesn't visit places like this very often. Me neither, to be honest.
Oh, nothing to worry about, gentlemen. There's a first time for everyone.
You're absolutely right.
We're just interested in a certain lady called Deborah.
Deborah. We don't have any employees by that
Ah.
name right now. But
We don't have any employees right now.
would love to be Deborah for a night.
No. Excuse me, you misunderstand. She doesn't work here.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
It's kind of confusing, but let me try to explain.
Please, I'm at your service. I'll gladly answer any of your questions.
You hear that, Sonny? Any questions?
Shut up, Marty.
Oké.
Nu kunnen we ask doen.
Ah.
Laten we eerst even die informatie bekijken die we gevonden hebben. Want we hebben nu dus Diamond ontdekt. Ja, pretty zebra,
Goed
oké.
verhaal.
Equus, dus betekent paard, hè? Equus.
Ja.
Wist je dat?
Ja.
Oké.
Have you been working here long, miss?
Almost 5 years, sir.
And do you like your job?
Very much so. I think it's only worth doing anything if you honestly enjoy it.
You hear that, Sonny? You should take that advice.
I'm on it, Marty. I'm trying to get myself fired if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, and me too.
Collateral damage.
Collateral damage.
Does this list mean anything to you?
This? I'm not sure. No, nothing.
Don't you see some familiar names on there?
I do, but everybody knows those animals. Personally, I have no contact with any of them.
I see. Oh, thank you.
Daar worden we dus ook niet wijzer van.
Do you know a gentleman named Louis C. Hayworth?
Of course I do. Mr. Hayworth is a regular guest at our establishment.
Volgens mij is dat niet iets wat je hardop moet zeggen als receptionist van zo'n tent.
Nee.
I see. How regular, if I may ask?
I can't give you any information about
Ah, kijk, oké.
house policy.
We have that too. It's called the law, ma'am.
If you have any questions of that nature, please come back with a warrant.
Touche.
Oké.
Oké.
I wouldn't want to offend you, far from it, but it's evident you're from the police, even without this.
Is it that obvious?
No, it isn't, but, you know, here in the Nile, we have a keen eye for this kind of thing.
Right. I understand, ma'am.
Strange card hebben we nog.
Look, she gave this to us. The girl named Deborah, the one we asked you about.
I see.
Do you know what this is?
Of course. It's a membership card.
Was this person a regular here?
If this belonged to her, then yes. I can check for you. Please, the ladies will entertain you while you wait.
Natuurlijk.
I'll be right back.
Thank you. Much obliged.
Ze is weg. Ik kan die deur inlopen. Gaan we dat doen?
De rest hebben we al gehad, toch?
Ja? Oké.
I apologize for the wait.
Oh.
Please, come with me.
Oké.
gentlemen.
So you were successful.
My mistress, Madame Zavas, would
Zavas.
like to meet you.
Madame Zavas.
You mean that, Madame Zavas?
Krokodil.
As far as I know, there's only one of her, so yes,
Please, miss, take us to her.
Nieuw clue.
with pleasure.
Madame Zavas was a legend in Clawville.
Ah.
Her name was known all over the wilderness. She's an avid royalist, former member of the Council of 12, spy master, assassin, businesswoman, and courtesan. To be honest, I didn't even know she was still alive. She's no spring chicken, that's for sure. She could also be my mother, or maybe my grandmother. First Ibn Wessler, now
We
her.
krijgen al hote betoten van de criminaliteit te
His
zien.
Majesty Hector III didn't grace me with his presence.
Even die clue lezen. Legendary spy and courtesan runs a brothel. Ja, oké. En we hebben dus die zeewaaf. Dat is een krokodil. Ja. Oké. Nou, wat hebben we hier allemaal? Tribal artifacts.
Interesting pieces.
Ze is een beetje groot.
Do you
Yeah.
think so? It's the art of my people.
Een mooie gebreide sjaal ook.
There are many
Ja, goeie
kinds
nagels
of
ook.
crocodile in the wilderness, Mr. Featherland. This is the art of the Nilenites.
Ah, hence the name.
Nilenites.
Sweltering
Nieuwe codex
It's a
entry.
river,
Ah,
Mr. Featherland.
over de Nilenites denk ik.
My
denk ik.
ancestors lived by this river a long time ago.
Nile. Ah, interesting.
Thank you.
Dead clock.
Is that the time already?
Have you noticed your clock's not working?
How observant you are. That clock isn't meant to show the time, it's a decoration. A memento.
It's beautiful.
Indeed.
Kwart voor 12. Ah, oké. Picture of Zeewaas. Every kind of book.
Flinke kast. Goeie
Oké.
foto.
Ja.
Ik denk dat ze toen wat jonger was.
Congratulations,
Denk ik ook.
ma'am.
Marty.
It's beautiful indeed. It's more than 40 years old. You
40 jaar oud.
I was considered
Oude
pretty
krokodil.
young.
Oh, don't say that. You still look great, ma'am.
Thank you. It feels good, but no. There's no need for lies. Those days are long gone. Every age has its truth and its beauty. For me, beauty is not in the looks anymore.
I agree, ma'am.
Oké.
antwoord.
Nou, every kind of book.
Wow.
Slime and Punishment. Ja.
Leuk.
One key to the animal
There are
mind.
books here on quite a variety of topics. There are
Yeah.
books here on quite a
Okay.
variety of topics.
Goed verhaal.
There are books here on
Oké.
There are books here.
7 pieces of my
There are
mind.
books here.
Ja, maar ik kan met die boeken verder niks specifieks.
Misschien komt dat nog. Misschien is er iets met die titels dat we moeten onthouden.
Ja, maar niet nu.
Nee.
Let me introduce myself properly, ma'am.
Mr. Zadino, I know who you are. And I also know your partner. The legend of the chicken police is always one step ahead of the chicken police.
Thank you. That's flattering.
May I ask what you are looking for exactly? Here on this night?
You know, that's an interesting question. The card we've shown your lovely colleague.
Belongs to an old friend of ours, whom we haven't seen for a long time here.
And the name?
Unfortunately, no, Mr. Santino. That's confidential.
Natuurlijk is het
information.
confidential.
Ja.
In my line of work, discretion is everything.
Well, you know, in our line of work, the law is above everything.
Oh, do you think so? I could tell you what your colleagues think is also above everything, but as I said, discretion.
Look, man,
Dit is
we don't want to
vrouwbeting.
impose. We're conducting a private investigation.
Murder.
It started off as harmless, but now it's murder.
That sounds serious.
It is serious. That's why we'd be grateful for your help.
In that case, I'm at your service. Ask your questions, and I'm going to answer to the best of my knowledge. As long as you're not wading through muddy waters.
Wading through
Fortunately,
muddy
I
water.
swim very well for a chicken.
I swim well, too.
Dat geloof ik, dat zij goed zwemt als krokodil.
As I was saying, it belongs to us. Only our most valuable guests have one of these. And our employees, of course.
The employees too. Good
Ja,
to
dat zou
know.
inderdaad ook
Can you
nog
tell me
kunnen.
if this card belonged to a guest or an employee?
No.
I thought so.
Ja, gaat ze niet zeggen
Yes,
natuurlijk.
thank you.
Nee.
Oké.
Louis Hayworth is a good friend of mine. It surprises me that he's a regular here.
You wouldn't believe our clientele. You would be shocked.
No doubt. Louis, does he come here often?
Not so often.
Thank
de
you
receptionist
for
zei
the
wat anders.
vague
Ja.
answer, ma'am.
The mystery is thrilling. The thrill is life itself.
That was beautiful, ma'am.
Tell me, have you ever seen this list?
I have.
Am I right to assume it has something to do with the Sweltering Nile?
It does, yes. But
Ah.
I can't tell you more.
Maar die lijst heeft dus
Oké.
iets te maken met deze tent, dat vertelt ze wel.
Discretion is key.
Absolutely.
Do you know Natasha Katsenko personally?
Yes, I do.
Ah,
Tell me about it.
Connectie.
Warm-hearted, protective, quick-tempered, fierce. Yes, fierce.
Thank you. Very useful.
nee, we hebben niet zo heel veel aan. Oh, we kunnen
Nee.
officieel onderzoek doen nu.
This place isn't just our home with the girls. It's a sanctuary.
Really? How?
It symbolizes why the city was founded almost 1,000 years ago.
We gaan zo meteen het officiële politieonderzoek inzetten.
Freedom.
Interbreeding?
That too, yes. Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't. My girlfriend's a predator.
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
Louis Hayworth is a good friend of
Oh, ik wilde daar niet op klikken.
Thank you.
The mystery.
That was beautiful.
Even een algemene vraag stellen en dan gaan we het onderzoek inzetten.
What do you want to know?
Let's see.
Nou, zullen we dan maar? We hebben nog informatie. Ja. Oh, codex.
Oh ja.
Ja, de Nile 90's.
Ja.
Ja. Nou, daar gaan we.
Deceit is everything to Zavas. She used to be a spy, so I'm gonna take her every word with a grain of salt.
Ja.
Nou, ik kan maar één vraag stellen.
Who's behind the legend, Miss Zavas? Who are you, really?
Just an animal raised to survive, Mr. Featherland. And because I've been taught, I know how to survive. I always was what I had to be.
And you managed to dodge my question. Clever.
Well, you see, this is one of the typical elements of survival. The way of dodging a delicate question and still making the questioner believe he got the answer. But you're too cunning and experienced, aren't you? You're not an easy one to fool.
I'm trying to maintain appearances, ma'am.
You should. Appearances, most of the time, are stronger and more dangerous than the truth.
Dat geloof ik. Ze is een survivor. Misschien moeten we dan over het gevaar beginnen.
Ja.
Als zij voor overleven... Ja.
Die tweede is een aanname, maar ik zou niet weten waarom we dat zouden vragen.
Nee.
Isn't it dangerous being a royalist nowadays?
You know, Mr. Featherland, those that are genuinely dedicated never care about danger. That's something you must know even better than I.
Do you think it's my loyalty that motivates me the most? If you do, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Maybe you're not loyal to the police, Mr. Featherland, but you are to your own principles and ideals. Am I right?
That's true, but you're avoiding the question. Why did you stay in the king's employment after the scandals that are making half the city riot? What makes you still believe so much in the institution of monarchy?
You know, I always adapt, but only to a degree where I still don't have to give up myself and my ideals for the sake of survival.
You'd rather die then?
Maybe it would seem too dramatic or even romantic to you, but yes.
Ze is bereid het te sterven voor haar idealen.
I'm sorry to doubt you, but I've always thought your kind was rather compromised.
Do you mean spies or crocodiles?
Oké, dus nu
Spies,
zegt
of
ze dat ze een spion is?
I must disappoint you. But there aren't many groups as loyal and unwavering as the spies, Mr. Featherland.
If you're telling me, ma'am, I believe you.
Min 10.
Ja.
Ja, zeg het maar. Tweede vind ik wel interessant.
Ja.
Ik kan het wel raden, maar...
Ja.
Why did you decide to open a brothel?
You know, this place used to be an orphanage. Then after the Great Avian Plague, a hatchery.
Great Avian Plague.
Young mothers lived here who had nowhere else to go. That's when I took over.
Young mothers and prostitutes. That feels like a sharp turn.
No, it didn't happen like that, of course. The process...
we hebben wel weer lore
years,
gekregen.
But one thing remains the same.
Ja.
I wanted to help girls who had nothing and no one. To help them.
And this was the best you could do, helping them sell their bodies.
You see things very superficially, Mr. Featherland. We're a family who helped each other even at the worst of times, took care of each other, and what's most important, survived. Yes, survive, no matter the cost.
And it's the cherry on top of the most treasured secrets of the rich and famous.
Very insightful, Mr. Featherland. There's truth to that. Knowledge is power, as they say. And we know a lot about powerful animals that could be used as weapons. Or the opposite. That could avert a war.
Nou, we hebben maar één vraag die we kunnen kiezen.
If I guess who the card belongs to, will you tell me?
I wouldn't say that's an acceptable price for such a secret as this, but if you guess right, I won't lie to you. Then, I will tell you you were right. Yes.
Oh.
Good. Let's see. The answer to my question.
Oh, ik dacht dat wij moesten gaan raden.
Daar was ik ook bang voor.
Well, Mr. Featherland, it seems the gossip about you is right. What gave it away?
It couldn't have been easier.
Ah, maar dat is dus van haar.
Mysterious
Ja.
past, trying to keep it a secret.
Dus het zou kunnen dat zij hier werkt.
The exact same
Ja.
Of dat zij een klant
leaving
is.
rather unmistakable messages behind. Plus, we found the card on Deborah, who was her best friend and confidant. So she was either trying to hide it or destroy it forever, so no one could find out the truth. Am I right so far?
Indeed, Mr. Featherland.
So if I'm not mistaken,
Heel clue.
Natasha used to work for you before
Yeah.
she met Ibn Wessler.
Ah.
He fell in love with her, gave her a job at the Millions Club. The rest is history.
You have talent, Mr. Featherland.
Kijk.
I'm really sorry you're not working for the government.
I am working for the government. I'm a cop.
Are you sure, Mr. Featherland?
Touché.
Indeed.
Hij zit op non-actief. Hè?
Natasha used to work here. We can put it that way, but you know, this isn't just a workplace. She also lived here. She was part of our family, and we still love her very much.
Right. That puts everything in a different light. Zavos is a true survivor. Always was. And she's proud of that, even to this day. Maybe I can get her to trust me if I play to this part of her.
Haha.
Ja.
Misschien kunnen we zitten kijken. Ze is trots op dat ze een survivor is.
Ja. Ik dacht... de eerste indruk was, we moeten de tweede doen. Maar ik twijfel een beetje. Of de laatste misschien.
De laatste was mijn eerste indruk.
Ja.
Juist omdat ze daar zo trots op is.
Ja, maar dan gaan we wel weg van het onderwerp Natasha.
Dat is waar. Dan kunnen we beter de tweede doen. Ja. Ja. Zullen we dat doen?
Ja.
Why did you take her in? Maybe you saw yourself in Natasha.
She was only 17 when she knocked on the rear entrance of the brothel on an unusually cold, rainy night. I opened the door myself.
Was Natasha alone?
Yes, completely alone. Her left arm was slashed with an ugly wound, and she was frozen to the bone, barefoot, only a thin nightgown on her.
Did she tell you what happened to her?
After I brought her into the house, warmed her up, and changed her into new clothes,
Ze heeft een diep geheim.
thing I asked.
Ja.
But no, she didn't tell me. We became very good friends. But I still don't know what happened to her and where she came from. Or how she knew about this place and the rear entrance.
And you weren't bothered by all those secrets?
That would have been very hypocritical of me, don't you think? No, it didn't bother me. I make a living out of secrets, Mr. Featherland.
I see.
Oké. Nou, ik heb maar één vraag te stellen.
Do you know where Natasha came from?
Dan doen we dat maar, hè?
Before Clawville.
Naturally. The poor dear couldn't even deny it. Even her name's eloquent, her accent, but mostly her manners, Mr. Featherland. She's from Stovos, and she belonged to the upper class of Stovonian social circles. She could barely even speak the language when I first met her.
That's all you know about her. An ex-spy like you must have checked up on her new protege's past.
That's the most exciting thing. Yes, I have. Multiple times putting my most treasured connections to good use. But nobody found anything.
Oké.
Natasha's trail could only be traced back to the Stovonian border. What happened in that country, no one knows.
Ja, die koninklijke familie daar was uitgemoord, toch?
It's
Yeah.
rather curious, don't you think?
It is, Mr. Featherland, yes, curious. That's why I've always been rather fond of Natasha.
Did it touch you deeply when she left you?
Indeed, it did.
Zavos is protective. It seems she's dedicating her whole life to her proteges. If I concentrate on that, maybe she'll open up to me.
Goed idee.
Ja, ik vind de eerste wel een goede eigenlijk.
Ja, ik ook. Ja,
Als
dat
zij
ik
zo
ook.
beschermend is, waarom zouden ze dat meegeven met een gangster?
Precies dit. Ja.
Why did you let her leave with Wessler?
What else could I have done? Wessler is a handsome, rich, powerful animal, and Natasha fell in love with him. If anything, I know you can't stand in the way of a woman in love. There's nothing more dangerous, Mr. Featherland.
I've been in this job for more than 20 years, but I haven't heard that one before.
You see? You learn something new every day if you have an open mind. Yes.
Ja, ik denk dat ik de eerste zou doen.
Ja? Oh, ik neig naar de tweede.
Oh.
Juist
Jij
vanwege
hebt
het Survivor en Spy gebeuren.
Mhm.
Maar goed, ik volg
Oké.
jou. Ik ben volgzaam.
Nee! Dan
When
ga
was
ik
the last
twijfelen.
time you saw her, Madame Zavas?
Maybe around 2 months ago. There was a ball, attended by Ibn Wessler, his beautiful mate Natasha, and myself. Yes.
Was she herself? Did you feel like she was afraid or worried about something?
On the contrary, she was unrestrained, free, radiant. She was in love. Yes, in her own unique way.
What do you mean?
You know Natasha loves on a different level than most Clawville women. Or most women in the wilderness, in fact. Maybe it's because of the Stovonian origins. Perhaps it's something else.
So you didn't notice anything strange about her?
Well, if anything could be called strange, it was that I saw a woman positively floating above the ground, who previously used to stand on it with 2 feet.
I see. Thank you, madam.
Nou, nog eentje te doen.
How did you feel when you learned Natasha was going to leave?
Honestly, I was very hurt. I loved her as a daughter. How would you have felt?
I couldn't say.
And I still couldn't stop her, and you know why?
Of course I do. Because you loved her.
You've been in my shoes before, am I right, Detective? Yes, I can feel you have.
This isn't about me, madam. Please stop changing the subject.
I have felt betrayed on a certain level. Yes, and offended, and alone. Even amongst all my friends.
Were you disappointed in her?
Only in myself, Mr. Featherland. But I have a hunch you know this feeling very well.
Probeert op ons in te praten.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. Well, thank you for your time, madam.
Anytime, Detective.
Maar we hebben wel weer allemaal aanwijzingen gekregen.
Ja.
Nou, 4 sterren, niet slecht. Dus wat hebben we geleerd? We hebben geleerd dat Natasha hier werkte.
Ja.
Please, gentlemen, wait here a moment. I would like to show you something that could help you.
Nou, dat vind ik aardig.
Oké.
Oh,
Vind ik ook
that's
waar.
excellent news. Thank you.
Okay.
We will wait.
Do you trust her?
Not in the slightest. Even her smile is fake. This woman wallowed in other animals' secrets until she became one too.
That's exactly how I feel.
Kijk aan, zitten we weer op één
Now
lijn.
that we're here, we can take a better look around.
Just
Nu gaan we die
think-
boekenkast in.
Ja.
Kijk. Of die
Ja.
klok. Er zit een knop op in die klok.
Een dode klok.
Nee,
Oké. Waarom kunnen we die klok selecteren?
dat weet ik niet.
These books are here for a
Ja.
reason.
Kijk.
They mean something. These books are here.
Hij zegt gewoon...
These books are.
Oké. Dus dan moeten we iets onthouden aan die boeken misschien.
Beautiful pieces for sure. They must be worth a fortune. Yes, this is the Zavas from the legends. Beautiful and deadly.
Onder die klok staan dezelfde boeken. Staan er. Nee, ik kan niet naar beneden kijken. Oh, ik kan die klok verschuiven.
Misschien kunnen we aan die boeken zien welke tijd de klok moet zijn.
Owls don't blink. Slime punishment, the death of the horse. 49 years.
7 pieces of my mind.
Ja, maar dat is...
7,49? Oh.
A hidden door. Who'd have thought?
Respect.
Ja, dankjewel.
She is a
Respect.
legendary ex-spy.
Well, this is something I've never understood. Why isn't a key good enough? I mean, you can take that with you, but riddles
Dat is wel
can be
waar.
solved by anyone.
I don't think many animals get to be in this room, Marty. And the other thing is
Maybe she wanted us to find it.
exactly what I'm thinking. Who knows?
Gelukkig had je een muurtje bij je.
We're
Dat
going
klopt.
in.
Sowieso wel blij mee hoor.
This room is not like her at all.
The other must have been for show. Marty, this is the reality. We're talking about a professional spy.
A former spy.
Still, if anyone knows how to mask a real face, it's her.
Wait, you think
Okay.
this is who she really is? Cold, dark, and tiny.
And full of secrets.
Strange book, typewriter, walls. Kunnen we apart naar kijken. Dit is de koning. Of niet? Ja.
Hector the Third, our great and fair king.
I feel sorry for the poor fox, to be honest.
I don't. He has it pretty good.
Would you like to live your life as a puppet? Everything you do, carefully planned. Your rule and authority, the whole thing, just for show.
Even if he is just a puppet, Clawville needs a king. He gives strength and hope to many animals.
Strength and hope.
I guess.
So the rumors are true.
Military intelligence. This dame's really
Ja,
something.
military
I'm starting to think
intelligence.
the whole brothel is just a cover.
Dat zou zomaar kunnen.
Makes
Ondertussen
sense.
vind ik dat pen op de grond
You think
hier.
she's still working for Royal Intelligence?
Well, based on what she told us, she's a committed royalist. So I imagine she does.
Oké. 872 staat daar op dat ding. Dat moeten we misschien nog onthouden.
Ja. Of die typewriter misschien. Oh, hier wel.
Dit is de lijst die eruit gescheurd is.
Ja.
This
Lekker.
has got to be it, Marty. Look at the missing page.
En ik zag Molly Starling er staan
Look
op
at
de
the
lijst.
names.
Dat is
Ja.
onze vrouw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ladies and their guests.
Oh.
What this means, Marty, is that the most influential people in the city had been Natasha's patrons. Some even from the royal family.
This book could destabilize Clawville.
At least the Clawville we currently know.
You think this is behind everything? Somebody's blackmailing Natasha because of this?
Blijkbaar.
That could easily be the case. But something still doesn't fit. That piece of a painting.
Sonny?
We moeten dit in elkaar gaan schuiven,
If
denk
there's
ik.
even a small chance of...
Sonny,
What?
there's another familiar name here.
Ja, ik had hem al gezien.
What are you talking about?
Molly. Kijk, Molly Starling.
Ja.
Clucking hell, Sonny.
Ja, ik had hem gezien.
Molly?
She was working here too.
It's probably someone else with the same name.
Ja.
So
denk
that's
ik ook.
why Natasha told me they'd known each other for a
Yeah.
long time.
Look, boss,
I can't believe it. All those stories about her past.
listen, Bossbird. Molly loved you, right? Isn't that what matters?
Marty, please shut your fucking beak right now or I'll shut it.
Nou, zijn we taal.
Okay, boss, I'm sorry, but
Just shut the cluck up.
We've caught them sneaking around, Miss Diamond, you see?
I see, madam.
Hé, ze heeft een pistool.
Ja, dat is
Maar
vervelend.
wij hebben ook een pistool.
Die van ons
There's no
schat.
need for this. We don't want trouble.
No, maybe you don't. Unfortunately, trouble has found you, gentlemen.
Madam Zavos, we needed to know the connection. What this place has to do with Natasha. And my wife.
Filthy cops? He's talking gibberish. May I shoot him?
No, not yet, Miss Diamond.
I'd be very sorry to put holes in your lovely striped skin, but believe me, baby, I will. I've always wanted to know if diamonds are bulletproof.
Please, madam. It'll all be over in a second.
No. We have received different orders, Miss Diamond.
Ze hebben de orders gekregen.
Oh, I see.
Ah.
The pony does tricks on command. Well, I'm not surprised.
That's enough, Marty. You knew who she was, didn't you? What she meant to me.
Well, well, Mr. Featherland. Aren't you interested in your case anymore? No?
Het
All
onderdeel
it
is
took
van
was
de
a
case.
name from your past, and your professionalism drowned in the mud.
Stop playing games with me, Zavos. What does all this have to do with Molly?
Nothing at all. No, she was just a little bird among the many who sought refuge here.
You forced her into this.
You'd love to hear that, but until she met you, she was one of us. Just another...
You clucking...
Sonny, no!
Oké.
Oh, Sonny. Wat?
Oh, hey, yo. Goeie animatie.
I think I was dreaming. But it wasn't the kind of dream you'd want to remember. Dark and painful.
Ga maar kijken.
Then the suffocating smoke woke me. It wasn't fried eggs, that's for sure. Where was I? What happened? That treacherous crocodile. And I saw Marty, who looked as horrible as I felt. Well, I've always wanted a romantic sea voyage.
Oké.
God damn it. I knew I should
Oh.
have gone along with this.
Marty, I
Klinkt
told you
fijn.
you could get out anytime.
And you knew damn well that I
We gaan even een rustig gesprek voeren tijdens het
het
afbranden van de wereld.
Ja.
You knew it, and you still asked me to do it.
Marty, listen.
You're a selfish bastard, Sonny, and you drag everyone around you down with you. How long was it till retirement? 120 days?
121.
But you just couldn't sit still on your ass, could you? Well, take a good look around, boss bird. This is you. And this is what follows you. Just this clucking misery. And dead bodies. Do you understand? You have nothing else to offer but suffering.
Nou.
Marty.
And feeling sorry for yourself. Oh, you're great at that. I can't believe this shit. We're gonna die here.
We zijn op een
on a
boot.
goddamn blazing ship, like roast chicken. Well, it's dramatic at least, just like you like it.
Marty.
What?
I've almost managed to untie the knot. But if you keep thrashing around like that, we're really gonna die here.
Ah, for cluck's sake, fine. Work your magic. Until then, I'm gonna say all the prayers I know.
You better.
Nou, daar zitten we dan. Moeten we dit volgen? Denk je dat dat het is?
Denk ik.
So what
Hop,
now?
easy.
Now we run and swim.
I can't swim.
Well, you better learn fast or you'll die. I'm not gonna drag your fat ass to the shore. That's what you're hoping.
I shouldn't have brought this many guns with me.
Throw them away then.
Never.
Then they'll drag you down into the deep. Ah, I don't care. I always thought your gun mania would be your undoing.
Cluck you, Sonny.
We have to survive this first.
Well, after you, boss bird.
Nou, daar gaan we.
Ja.
That furry, fucking clucking god damn.
Yeah.
Listen, Marty.
Maar die leeft.
What?
Ja.
What you said on the ship.
What about it?
You were right. I knew this would happen. Or something like it. I dragged you into this deliberately. Because I'm not enough on my own.
Sonny, cut the crap.
No, I'm serious. I knew I couldn't do this alone. I needed you to look out for me.
I don't need this, alright? Stop playing the wounded soul. I don't fucking care.
Fair enough.
Oei.
You're right.
Hell yeah, I'm fucking right.
I'll
Wat een taal, jongens.
Wat een kip.
Good.
Staan we dan? Captain Marsh. Sunken ship. Nou ja, we zijn op een nieuwe locatie. Ik stel voor dat we een checkpoint maken.
Is goed.
En dan gaan we kijken. We gaan eerst even al die clues langslopen. Clues. Kijk, Natasha heeft hier gewerkt, dat wisten we.
Ja.
Molly werkte daar ook.
En er was een boot.
En ze heeft ons geprobeerd te killen. Ik heb iets over Marty geleerd. Ik was selfish, dat is geen verrassing. Die zebra. Hij is gewapend.
Ja. Gewapende zebra is altijd... Nou.
Ja. Haat voor Wesley.
Ja.
Captain Marsh. Hij is een capybara natuurlijk. We hebben een nieuwe plek ontdekt. De docks. Ja. En 2 nieuwe lore items. The Great Bird Flu. Ja, en vogelhuisjes. Oké, nou mooi. Ja, we hebben dingen ontdekt over de geschiedenis van Natasha. En uiteindelijk is dat bijna onze dood geworden.
Ja.
Maar, wij leven. We zijn op de docks. En hier gaan wij kijken wat meneer de capybara-kapitein ons kan vertellen.
Kapitein, lekker hoor.
Ja toch? Daarom heet het ook capybara. Want hij is captain.
I know.
Denk ik. Komt goed. Wij zien jullie graag in het volgende deel.
Ja.
Doei doei.
Later.